Hey, welcome to our channel. Whether you're trekking through the Ozarks or just out there enjoying nature, our mission is simple: to help you become a better landscape photographer and to bring you along for the ride. Okay, I promised that we'd have a video of Steve's trip to Yellowstone. What to do if you're going on a photo trip. You weren't on a photo trip, were you?
No, I was not on a photo trip. The reason we went to Yellowstone is because years and years ago, someone that my father worked with brought him pictures of her trip to Yellowstone in the winter. Last summer, he asked me, "Do you want to go in the winter?" I'm like, sure.
I keep saying Montana, but Yellowstone is actually in Wyoming.
Yeah, I think it clips up into Montana just a tiny bit.
Yeah, right, but the main park is in Wyoming.
Yep.
So I stand corrected. And you guys flew out.
Yeah, my arms got very tired.
Did you have any problems with your camera on the plane?
I usually don't fly. I think this is only the second time I've flown since 9/11. I hear all sorts of stories about luggage getting lost, and even if you have a air tag. And so I was like, what am I going to do? So I went ahead and said, all right, going to take a camera. It did end up costing me a new bag. I decided to buy a new bag. So yeah, took the camera, and Nicole did not present any problems with the camera, which was really nice. Took the camera with us, and Yellowstone presents some challenges. I mean, it's an absolutely gorgeous place. I've been there in the summer a couple of times. I just explained the gear to fly. What am I going to take? I can't take liquids. I wasn't sure about the camera batteries. I was doing all sorts of research to try to figure it out. Left the liquids at home, took the batteries. Something I realized as soon as we got in the park, the snow coach, which is it's kind of a cross between an ambulance and a monster truck. There's not a bunch of room to sprawl out and leave your stuff. There's no luggage rack above your head or anything like that. And when I saw one pull up the night before we were to go on our first adventure, I was like, ooh, I really can't be taking my camera bag with me. Made the decision that when we were in the snow coach, I would have a camera, a lens, and an extra battery.
And that's it.
That would be it. And naturally, I always had the wrong lens with me. Once you're out and about and looking at all these amazing things, you can't just walk anywhere. But in the winter, that takes equipment, snowshoes, skis, snow skis, cross-country skis to get where you want to go. And
never even thought of that.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. And I'm on a bus, a snow coach with non-photographers. I really can't walk all over the place. And so I really had to rely on all the stuff you taught me over the years.
And you went journalistic too. There was no tripod.
Journalistic, yeah. Oh yeah, no tripod.
Yeah.
Even with all that, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the place. We'll show some pictures here in a second. Some great things about winter in Yellowstone, far fewer people.
Do they have like photographer coaches?
They do, which we did not go on, but we saw a couple of them while we were out there. Those people probably pulled up to a spot like Bison. They probably spent a lot of time working the scene, so to speak. You know, there's only 12 on each coach, and you might pull up to a spot and there's one other coach. When you're on the bus, the snow coach, you know, there's 12 sets of eyes looking out, and somebody yells, "Stop, coyote." We all stop, and then somebody says, "Can we get out?" Door opens, you get out, as long as it's safe.
Yeah.
And do your thing. Probably the most important thing, it's much easier to see the wildlife. I don't know if people have thought about it, but for the most part, animals are made to be camouflaged. They're made to stand in the field and not be seen. Well, once the snow shows up, unless you're the white animal, it's pretty easy to see you. So easy to see the bison.
That's a good point.
And what was even more fun, it was easy to see the wolves. Yes, we saw wolves while we were there. We saw a pack of wolves.
Yeah, just to go on the record, I was jealous.
Yeah, you should have been. I know we've been promising people these pictures, and I was nervous the entire time. I was like, well, I hope I get something. I hope it turns out.
He's always that way.
Yeah, I am always that way. And I don't want this to be like, oh, look what Steve brought back from Yellowstone. There's 1,000. No, just a few pictures. We'll go quickly. And then We'll put them at the end if you want to spend more time looking at them. And for those of you who are thinking about doing a trip like this, the interior of the park is closed. You can't just show up in your own vehicle and drive in like you normally would in the summer. The only things getting in there are the snowmobiles and these snow coaches. That's it. We did an Old Faithful, Mammoth Springs to Old Faithful trip. The next day we did Mammoth Springs to the Canyon trip. Then on the third day we did Mammoth Springs Wildlife is what we did. And it just felt bad to show pictures of Yellowstone and not show Old Faithful. There's Old Faithful.
That's a good shot, Steve.
Yeah, thanks. I mean,
I think what helped that is that dark cloud in the background really separated the steam off the...
Right. It would have been more fun if it was a bluebird day, and it became a bluebird day. But right then, this is what you got. And so like we
What's
say,
your famous line?
yeah, take what's given.
That's right.
And so there we are. But anyway,
yeah.
Paint Pots area. What drew me to this was the reflection of those, they call them bobby socks trees. That's not a species of trees. Instead, that means that tree was standing there, shifting the earth's surface, caused the really hot water to get to its roots, kill the tree, and eventually turn the bottoms white. So it's probably hard to tell in the little picture, but the bottoms of a lot of these dead-looking trees, they are white. And so anyway, I like the reflection in the water of them and some of the green algae that's in the water.
I like your shadow. It looks like an elk.
Yeah, it does, yeah. So that was a benefit also, it was a little bit of foreground.
Wow.
Decided to, I like the stars.
Yeah, you love those. He does this fantastic. I don't know how he does it, but he always gets a fantastic star. And you didn't have to pinpoint it. That you didn't hide it behind anything.
I was surprised. I mean, there's nothing to hide it behind, and so that was a drawback.
Why'd you go black and white on this?
Well, I did, like most people now, I did both. Shot it, obviously shot it in color, edited it, and I was like, I wonder what it looks like in black and white.
I like it.
And I like the stark look. And I like the texture of the snow and ice. And I just like it in black and white. And the star looked a little bit brighter in black and white. So there we go.
Nicely done.
Thank you, sir. Just a geyser. We were walking by, not expected to go off. It's not a regular one. And as we were going by, boom, boom, off it goes. I like the cloud of the geyser that's in there. I mean, it doesn't shoot very high, this one, just 5-6 feet is all. But I like the steam. And
then the contrasting colors. You have the blue sky with the yellow in the foreground. Those are contrasting colors. So that really, you pulled it off nicely.
Man, you got this color wheel in your head or something like that?
I studied color forever.
Not black and white, but still shooting right into the sun. I like the mist in front of the sun. I just think it is so cool. And that mysterious look shooting through the mist. And
it's a real moody image. I like the mood.
Next day we go out. That's archetypal for Yellowstone.
Wildlife photographers say sometimes you got to get the wildlife in their environment, and you pull that off here. You can.
Yeah, there'll be photos later where it's just the bison. Now here we go. We were there the day before. These are the wolves eating the bison. You can't really see the bison, with a raven trying to land in the middle of them. And the day before I had the wrong lens, which is why you didn't see a picture of it. I had my landscape lens. And these things are like 200 yards away. On this day, I brought my 100 zoom, figuring, all right, I can at least get closer. We had no idea if we were going to see wolves or anything like that. There we go. And we missed it by a half hour. The bison was taken down a half hour prior. There we go.
We got a guest with us.
Yeah.
A single bison. That's cool.
Yeah, single bison, and this is left over from the herd that was one of which was taken down. And people are wondering, is it a hurt bison? What's going on out there? He's in trouble. The wolves are right there because they're off to the left a little bit. And as it turns out, according to our driver, the bison mourn like elephants. They mourn their dead. But I like the steam in the background.
I like the yellow contrast again. I like the single bison. And nice. A storytelling picture is what that one was.
Yeah.
And you gave us a backstory.
Yeah. And then this would be the Yellowstone River here.
Now, one thing I want to say is Steve is taking what's given It looks like it could be middle of the day.
Oh my goodness, yes. We cannot be out very much at. My dog's killing me.
That's all right. It'll add to the video.
Yeah, you can't. You don't have your choices. Maybe on the photography trips, they really emphasize golden hour, but you get on this bus just after sunrise, and sometimes we didn't get back till the sun had gone down. But for the most part, you're there in the bright middle of the day.
Yeah.
And just whatever it is what you got to take.
And
so
you did good. Now Steve's shooting the Nikon D500, and it has good range. I mean, I don't see any highlights that are burned out. I see some nice dark shadows. I don't see any completely black areas.
Where it was good to know ETTR.
Yes.
Yeah, that saved the snow from blowing things out.
Oh, beautiful.
But anyway, I believe this one is the lower falls.
Okay.
There's also one called the upper falls. And in the summer, you can go down to a little platform just on top of the falls and see it. And it's very powerful and amazing.
I think that's when we saw it.
Yeah. And this one, I think it's from Artist Point is where we're standing. And half the falls, the mist comes down, the mist flies up and freezes.
And again, I want to compliment you on your exposure. That ETTR works fantastic. If you would have done this just on automatic, it would have probably blown out the highlights.
And I believe this one is the upper falls.
Nice use of trees to frame your photo. I like that.
Yeah, and again, you're at the mercy of where you're at, and you really have not too many choices, but...
Oh, nice.
Then we kept going, and of course, people go there for the bison and the bears, which the bears are asleep this time of year. You're not going to see those. But there's a lot of waterfowl there, and many of these rivers don't freeze over like the Firehole River. But I liked this because, the bend in the river, several different types of waterfowl.
I like that.
Trumpeter swans, cygnet swans, mallard ducks feeding off the stuff on the bottom of the river. We started, I forget, it was really early in the morning, maybe 5:30, I can't remember, but it was dark, and we drove an hour in the dark. And then up to Lamar Valley, which that part is open to the public. Anybody can drive through, and they do plow the road every day. The driver pulls over and he says, it's good when the driver's impressed. If you want to take pictures, take this sunrise. And so this is the Lamar River. There's a cloud of fog moving down the river, the tree out there, sunrise coming over the mountains. And of course, I have the wrong lens. And I have no tripod. So
I was just going to ask you, I'm going to go back here, Steve. Let's look at your settings over there. What's it say?
Oh, ISO 4000, 200 millimeter f5.6, and 1/1000th of a second because it's handheld.
Handheld.
Yeah. But I like the next photo better.
Ooh. I like the single tree. I like the sky. I like everything. The only critique I have is this bottom left-hand corner, that little tiny spot of white.
Yeah.
I would crop it just a hair tighter.
That'd be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I shouldn't say disappointing. I mean, look how glorious this is.
I know.
It's just that I was pulled back as far as I could be pulled back with that lens.
Yeah.
It's as good as I can. Of course, I'm thinking, wrong lens again.
But you pulled it off. I mean, even with the lens, you got a nice image.
Yeah, thankfully, because of what you taught me. So, yeah, that helped out an awful lot.
Well, I like that. I like the use of your depth of field. Right away, I had to look at what was a sharpest, which is the bison, but you added to the story by using a shorter depth of field. Well, that's that telephoto lens. Mm-hmm. Nice use of those people to frame the buffalo.
Yeah.
Bison. They're actually
It's okay.
bison.
Yeah. You're up here in the Lamar Valley, and everybody can drive through, and there are some professional photographers out there. There's bison all around, and these guys are taking pictures, and of course everybody's like, well, that one's right in front of him. He's a little ways out. The lens compresses things.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Turn around, got mountain up there with the cloud trying to get over it.
A little elfin glow going on there still.
Yeah. And had the right lens for that.
Yeah.
And
nice. I like your composition. You're using a rule of thirds, and your subject has room to move into the photo. So, nice.
Thank you. And I was hoping to get a photo kind of like this, bison with snow-covered face. That was going to be cool. Oh, now here we go. We're back at Mammoth. So the wildlife day is over. I have other pictures of other wildlife, but they're snapshots.
Okay.
All right. I don't know how big this place is. Let's just call it 10 acres. I really don't know. I am one of maybe 7 or 8 people there. That is it. So when I say there are far fewer people, that's
There's
what I
usually
mean.
hundreds of people around there.
And so I have the chance when I feel like changing lenses. Well, I got them on my back now. I can change. So, and again, I'm working on getting starburst and things like that.
Nice.
I see a frozen tree, so let's switch lenses and zoom into it.
Wow.
The traditional terrace that people used to stand on years ago to get their pictures taken.
Yep. Now you can't get out there.
No, not supposed to. I just like it. All this
Nice contrast between the snow and the yellow rocks. I like it too.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I don't think it's ice. I think it's calcium.
Oh, really?
deposits. Yeah.
It looks like ice.
Yeah, it does.
Well, now that was good use of leading line. The footprints going out there and coming back. I like that.
Yeah, and the only thing allowed to walk out there are the bison.
So those are bison prints. They
Should
look like
be,
human
yeah.
prints. Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's definitely snow on the left and ice, slow forming ice. And then almost looks like moss in the background.
Nice.
Yeah, just really impressive
Those
stuff.
rocks almost look like tree trunks, like there's wood grain in it.
But there we go. That's what I got from Yellowstone.
And let me tell you, when Steve got back, I said, man, I want to see your Yellowstone. And I was pressuring him. He goes, I didn't get that many good ones. Liar. You got some real nice ones.
But yeah, if I was to go back, and someday I hope to, and I hope maybe my wife will retire someday and she'll go with me. But it'd be amazing to take one of the photography coach tours. Yeah, the guys on this photo, they had more money in their lenses because I saw them get out once than I paid for my airline ticket to get out there.
Easily.
It was amazing.
Easily.
These giant things they're carrying around with the little monopods on front and whatnot.
Yeah.
But anyway, if I get a chance, I would like to try that. Well, as we always say, if you like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with about 200 people that we're here. That would help out. We generally shoot in the Ozarks, and so if you know of a spot that you think we should go, maybe it's your land. I don't know. Maybe you got something special at your place. Drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know. We have shot on private property before, which case we generally try to give you a print of whatever it is we're doing. But we love taking photos, and we'll go to places to do it. And I guess that's all. I mean, stay tuned. I'll show the photos again if you want to see them with some music in the background.
I'll put these photos, not the snow coach, but the real pretty ones he has, I'll put at the end. Steve, you did a good job.
Thank you,
got
sir.
some nice images. I'm still jealous that I didn't get to go. Come back. We're going to end this here. See you in the next adventure we go on. Bye.
Bye.